I thought we should have addressed the DB at the first pick. I feel like we've been trying to replace Wilkins, replace a few of the guys that we already had drafted and
They
lost.
didn't try hard enough last year. They
But I think we got to work hard to replace what we're losing on that secondary. We lost Xavier Howard a few years back. Then we lost Holland, and now potentially going to lose Ramsey. So I would have liked to see us get that next great Dolphins DB for the first round pick. I think the rest of the draft, was pretty well. That was just my only gripe. What did you think though? And what
I
do you
thought
what
that
do you think about the guy though? The guy that we did end up drafting.
Grant. I think he's gonna be. I looked at it like this. He was a second defensive lineman taken in the draft. He's gonna be a pick for a long time. In my opinion, the what I hear about him, the what I saw about him, like he's gonna be good. Is it gonna be this year? I don't know, but he's gonna be in the middle for a long time. And he's a nose tackle, so they're gonna probably play a certain type of defense where there's gonna be five on the line or over center at all time, just mauling two other guys. And not to mention his teammate went number five to Cleveland and made his teammate look, really good. So I think him and Sealer will have a good connection because they're both fucking monsters, and they both can move a little bit. So I wasn't. I'm 100% with you. Like the secondary shit is very concerning. And the only reason why I don't think they got secondary help in the draft specifically is because they're going for at least two of those veterans that are still on the street, like Rasul Douglas, like a Gilmore. Like they're gonna have to pay some money to those veteran corners and take a
Or
risk
maybe
on that.
they or maybe they even plan to keep going on Ramsey.
I know. I think he's gone, dude. I think they're waiting till June. What is it, June 1st? Then it's like the new year starts and they can get rid of him. Because if they trade him now, they lose, I think it's 10 mil. If they trade him after, I think they gain 8. So they're wait. It's
But
a financial thing.
the fact they
Yeah.
didn't address the DB in the draft shows you
100%.
that they have a
100%.
plan.
But Grant, I'm high on. I know they trade up for an offensive guard, Jonah. I'm not going to even try his last name yet. Um, he looked good. I heard that there was 10 elite-ish offensive linemen, and he was like 8, 9, or 10 off the board. So that's promising. He's also Hawaiian, so he knows Tua. He's familiar with Tua. They're very similar when it comes to that. So that's a good chemistry thing. He's a monster too. I mean, he's like 330 himself. So that's promising. They did trade up, which that kind of sucks because we lost two mid-round picks because they went from 1 and 2 to having 3 5s, 2 6s, and 3 7s. And we both know, fellas, you get the 5 6 7 range, like you're really lucky to make the team.
Yeah.
So that's very concerning. I mean, it's like what, a 10-15% chance you make the roster. Now, don't quote me on that, but that's very concerning when we need so much and you're just like, let's opt out on these two better guys and get six
Yeah.
other guys. Like the rest is concerning. I do like everything I do hear about Ollie Gordon, the running back, because he won running back of the year the prior year. I mean, he couldn't come out yet because he was a sophomore. So his junior season, the team just wasn't good. So that's why he kind of slid so far. But it was a lukewarm draft because we had so many late picks and they got to hit. Half of these players have to hit. And
Seems
so
like they're
there's
still trying to appease like all the veterans that we have right now. Like, seems like we're just trying to keep it going with this probably for one last year. And then
well,
we'll
this
see
is
them
this is
start
the year for this era. This is the year
and then we'll
for it.
probably see them, draft a little bit more aggressively. But I think that was, their final draft to give this team a chance.
I could see 3 out of these 8 players being on the team the following year when all those guys are gone. Because when new front office, new everything, they want their guys. These ain't the guys we got. These ain't our
Yeah.
guys. You feel me? And
Yeah.
and Ewers was kind of surprising to me because I don't want these guys picking these players that are going to be here long term because you might not be here. Ewers probably won't be on the roster if Greer and McDaniel are gone. It's just kind of what it is.
So let me ask you something about the Quinn Ewers thing, and it kind of makes me shake my head and just like why, and it might be a little bit of Miami homerism and whatnot, but what's the point of taking a Quinn Ewers when you clearly have Tua as your starter? You're paying him the money. You just signed Zach Wilson to be your backup. He can be a serviceable backup, right? Hasn't been put in the greatest situations. I would take Zach Wilson right now over Quinn Ewers just because you know what you're getting, right? Why wouldn't you draft an Xavier Restrepo as a slot receiver, like coming out of Miami, knows the stadium, knows the area. Like that dude had one of the most historical careers in Miami Hurricanes history. Like the guy went undrafted, which I crazy to me. But you take a quarterback. Why wouldn't you try to take a flyer on somebody in the seventh round like that?
Well, I think when it comes to Miami's situation, they have to have a third quarterback.
Have to.
Have to. So
First,
Ewers must have showed something that he had traits that were similar to Tua's or Zach Wilson at that I wouldn't know about because I every time I watched college football, he wasn't playing. So I do know he's got a durability issue. And so I think they have to have a third. Why did they go with Ewers? Why did they go that situation? I think they're just trying to build him up and teach him the way
Yeah,
that they play football. And is it the right thing to do? Shit, we'll find out.
nah, I think we definitely needed to get a quarterback because Tua is liable to miss 2 to 4 games each year. You could write it down. You could bet paycheck on it right now if you want. Guaranteed. Zach Wilson is the backup. That could go south really quick. We've seen that go south really quick. So then you need a backup for the backup,
The only
which
thing
is
with
where,
Zach
the
Wilson that
Quinn
I
Ewers
feel
things comes in.
the only thing with Zach Wilson that I feel confident about is that he was with a real head coach last year. He wasn't with a Sala. He
yeah,
was with Sean Payton.
Mm.
And I
yeah,
think I think when those journeymen go to, well, he's a journeyman now, right? Third team. When they go into good organizations, and they don't have to play, but they back up a good situation. I think there is a lot of learning because Tom Brady said it best. Like a lot of these guys get thrown into the fire and they're not ready yet.
yeah.
Got to learn it.
If he had distractions with MILFs before,
Shit.
now that he's in Miami, he gonna
That's why
really
he
He,
have
probably
to stay
signed.
focused. He gonna really have to stay focused now,
he don't have a milk problem. He got a Latina problem now,
bro.
boy.